Gabriel Benitez versus Clay Collard. 146. And his opponent, Gabriel Benitez. 145. First fight of the night live on UFC Fight Pass. Gabriel Benitez and Clay Collard. Next fight takes place in the welterweight division. Augusto Monteiro versus Cathal Pendred. 170 for Mr. Pendred. And his opponent, Augusto Monteiro. 170 for Dodger. Cathal Pendred and Augusto Monteiro. Next, we move to the prelims live on FX. We kick things off in the lightweight division. Francisco Trevino versus Johnny Case. 155 for Mr. Case. And his opponent, Francisco Trevino. 154. Johnny Case and Francisco Trevino live on FX. The next fight takes place in the bantamweight division. Alejandro Perez versus Patrick Williams. 136. And his opponent, Alejandro Perez. 136 for Mr. Perez. Patrick Williams and Alejandro Perez. The next fight takes place in the lightweight division. Efrain Escudero versus Drew Dober. 155 for Mr. Dober. And his opponent, Efrain Escudero. 156 for Mr. Escudero. Drew Dober and Efrain Escudero. Next, we move to the flyweight division. Henry Cejudo versus Chico Camus. 126. And his opponent, Henry Cejudo. 125. The main event on FX, ladies and gentlemen, Henry Cejudo and Chico Camus. Next, we move to the main card, live on pay-per-view. We kick things off in the women's strawweight division. Tisha Torres versus Angela Hill. 115 for Miss Hill. And her opponent, Tisha Torres. 114 for Miss Torres. Yair Rodriguez versus Charles Rosa. 145 for Mr. Rosa. And his opponent, Yair Rodriguez. 145 for Mr. Rodriguez. Charles Rosa and Yair Rodriguez. Next fight takes place in the middleweight division. Kelvin Gastelum versus Nate Marquardt. 184 for Nate the Great. And his opponent, Kelvin Gastelum. 185 for Mr. Gastelum. Nate Marquardt and Kelvin Gastelum, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event. Co-main. In the lightweight division, Gilbert El Nino Melendez versus Eddie Alvarez. 156 for Mr. Alvarez. And his opponent, Gilbert El Nino Melendez. 156 for Mr. Melendez. A long time coming, ladies and gentlemen, the co-main event of the evening. Eddie Alvarez and Gilbert Melendez. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing the interim champion, Fabricio Verdun.
Sé que ha sido muy importante para ti pelear y defender este título en la Ciudad de México. ¿Qué significa esto para ti?